Welcome back. It's Tuesday. Back day here. We're doing pull-ups again, except instead of holding a 10-pound dumbbell between the legs, I'm moving up with a backpack to hold 20 pounds of dumbbells. I tried it on my front first to see if it would affect my movement, but it was kind of pressing up against my neck. So in the future move to the back, but here we see increasing the weight by 10 pounds, right? So you make sure to increase the difficulty, same thing as yesterday from the dips. So you see the progress here as well, right? So just keep going at it. One way to get that progress is to go down in progressions like I'm doing here. So I'm going down from weighted 20 pounds to assisted bands to get extra reps and more progressive overload by increasing the tension there. So something to keep in mind. Just keep if you keep putting in honest work each day, the results are going to show. So just keep that effort sustained over time, and you'll see that as well. Here I'm just doing some leg raises, trying to keep those legs straight here. I feel it a lot in my hip flexors. So after failing there, that's kind of the limiting factor, and so is those hip flexors. So I go right into a tucked version, which relaxes that by focusing more on the abs, by tucking that. So I add the weight to kind of compensate a little bit to get a good ab workout. But after that, I go ahead and follow up with one final exercise, which is a scapular pull-up. Relatively lower intensity, just working on that lower range of motion for the pull-up. So I do those 3 exercises 3 times and move on to some sitting rows. So I use the resistance band here. Fantastic exercise. I really love this exercise. You really feel it in your back, which can be difficult because people can't really see the back muscles activate like they would for their chest and the muscles in the front. So I highly recommend this exercise if you can find some way to get the resistance and the loading. But I do 3 sets of those, and those go by pretty quick too, so another thing I like about it. But here I do some straight arm scapular pulls. I work on your sides, kind of your lats, your serratus. You want to keep your body straight, arms out, locked. Remember, try to break the bar in half. That'll keep your elbows locked as you pull down and get the best results from this exercise. But I just go ahead and follow that up right away with the face pull. Remember, face pull, you want to keep your arms up. Remember, it's almost like a bicep pose. Remember that. That form is extremely important for the face pulls. And you'll definitely feel it in your rear delts and your back as well. But it's a great exercise. So you should definitely try to implement that. But after hitting the back, I just finish it up with some bicep. I just go for some bicep curls and just do as many as I can. Remember, try to keep your body tight. Ideally, your legs would be straight, but the floor's a bit too low for that. So, just do what you can, right? I'd highly recommend getting a pull-up bar like the one here that just fits in the doorway. It's cheap, is lightweight, and you can install it wherever you go and get a quick back workout in, which can be tough without any equipment. But I superset that with the resistance banded bicep curl. I use the chair to get a little bit more elevation to make that a little bit more difficult, but overall these 2 exercises just finish up the bicep. And then once I feel that fatiguing, I just take a step down. So so this is the same thing, right? You're going down in progressions. Bicep for the chin up to the elevated bicep curl to the floor bicep curl. And that's it for the back exercise. Just a few exercises, a few minutes each. Right, so it doesn't take that much time, but We're gonna finish it off with our tried and true classic ab routine, which you should be familiar with by now if you've been watching. So I dropped the band here to get a little bit more reps in. I'm feeling good this week. I did that yesterday too. But remember to keep your legs straight from your knee to your hips, and you want to contract with your abs. Right. So I go from that exercise to a side raise with the weights, using 30 pounds composed of 4 different dumbbells, 2 5s and 2 10s. Make sure to do both sides. Right? You don't want an asymmetrical workout. Most of us have some asymmetry in our muscle development already. So after that, we'll do the other side, same weight, same exercise. Make sure to keep your body tight and straight as best you can, and just get as many reps as you can, and add weight as necessary, or just do a static hold if you're not quite ready to do races. Today I'm just doing some leg raises here to work on the hip flexors. I just like to add that exercise in a bit because I know it's a weakness that it's in my that I've seen in my own exercises. So it's just something that I try to address at least once a week. But here we're just going to do a static hold as long as you can, and then move on to the next exercise. And just going to finish it up with some body weight ab exercises. Here we're just going to do some straight leg raises. Make sure to keep your legs straight. That'll increase the difficulty, and try to keep your back flat to the mat as well. That's important to get a good contraction in your lower abs. Keeping your back flat is more important than keeping your legs straight. You can tuck your legs in if you like, but make sure you keep your legs straight, or make sure you keep your back flat. But after that, you just go ahead and do it for time. I do it about 1 minute 30 seconds each. Just try to keep your legs up if you're struggling like I am here. But after that, you just go ahead and finish it up with some figure eights. Form, try to keep it as tight as possible. Keep your back flat. But honestly, by the time I get here, I'm pretty tired. So understandably, if you're in the same position, just try to keep your legs up for time, at least 1 minute, even if it's just keeping your legs up. But it can go longer if you feel like you can. I'm pretty exhausted here. My range of motion is getting pretty bad. So I'm gonna call it here soon, and then I'm just gonna finish it up with some static planks, some basic planks, and that'll be the day. So another workout in the books, and as you can see, we are making progress on our workouts, even if we're not using weights and free weights and things like that. Just doing body weight exercises, you can see that you can get stronger as long as you put in the work each and every day. Right? So subscribe and get daily reminders to start your own workout. I'd love to help if you have any questions. But see you next time. Thank you.